Click your heels 3 times and you'll go home. Welcome home. I'm back. God, that was so corny. Well, happy Friday, Junior. It's Thursday. It's me. It's Talia. I'm back. I'm excited to be with you. We have so much to talk about today. I already see you in the chat talking about Chuck Norris, Frankie Paul video, all of this stuff. It is, everyone's working like a dog in here. Speaking of dogs, you may have known, my family got a puppy, Thor. He's 3 pounds. Excited about that. And I could just keep going. I am on fire this morning. Morning, Brandon. Maria saying she don't care about me. That's fine. Love you, Maria. Nate Dog, Sweet and Low, good morning. LJ, Jimmy's teeth. He thought I was going to do the smooth criminal dance. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Tracy, all my friends. I know we have much to discuss. Big Harv's on the phone. Charles is at the laptop. Anakin's working. They're gossiping. They're playing 2048. Devin standing. That's how you know shit's really getting serious in the studio. Yeah. Brandon said he saw... Talia doesn't do her taxes, did I just hear? I didn't even know how to spell tax. T-A-C-K-S, tax.
Yeah.
T-A-C-K-S, tax.
Must be a clothing student.
Tax bracket. T-A-C-K, tax. What? I know taxes with an X before you people freak out and think I'm being serious. It's called a bit. I'm doing a bit right now. Somebody said, what the hell is going on in that clearance department? What are you guys working on? Put that down. Thanks, Eva. Good morning, Donna T. Puckett. Good day, TMZers. Nancy, how are you doing? What did Brandon say? Oh, the interview of Chris and I interviewing Piper and Sophie. Yeah, super trying to diversify get some Gen Z people in here, chatting it up with them. Maybe it's not for everyone. I had a blast. I love talking. I could talk to a brick wall. I'm talking to just the camera sometimes, so you know how it is. But I thought it was great, and I was excited to participate. Good morning. Let me read you our little rundown. FTD, that stands for the day, if you didn't know. I keep getting logged. Oh my God, who do you guys have in your March Madness bracket? Duh. Speaking of really important stories, I have Duke taking it all the way this year. You too? Brandon as well. It's, I think that's, I have Houston, Arizona, Michigan, and Duke, my final 4. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let me get you our little... I'm so curious, who do you have winning it all this year? Jeremy Wagner, where were you yesterday? At my desk. I was just working. Oh, Maria G, I appreciate you. I was, yeah, you can watch my little pre-show filmed on YouTube. You can leave me some comments some chats in the comments. We've been doing some fun interviews. Same stuff you love, just a little more long form, a little more polished and edited, produced out. So make sure to check it out. Collabing with Jackson on that, little daily brief action we're doing. It's tons of fun. I love being able to put stuff out for you guys to watch. What? Brandon said I got Florida in the men's bracket, South Carolina in the women's. South Carolina in the women's is great. I think that's a good choice. Personally, I'm a UConn lady. Go Huskies. We'll be talking about Frankie Paul today. Joseph Duggar, and Afroman. I did a video on that the other day. Afroman believes his house was wrongly raided and is using the security cam footage of the deputies raiding his home in music videos. Now there's a big old lawsuit going on, but he is saying he's got freedom of speech. He's dressed in an all-American suit. We'll get you what they need to know on that. Tom Brady, a little Kim K. I believe it's a Thursday, so maybe a little Tim's Rejects. Yeah. Somebody said Taylor Frankie Paul is a mess. Wait, John Hancock said, tell you lemon-head self. I actually, for the first time today, put half a lemon in my water bottle, so how'd you know? Yeah, that story is just madness. Duke gonna get stepped on by Arizona? Perhaps. Alexa went to Arizona, so I got some skin in the game there. Is LSU women's in this year? Gotta check up on that. It was in the news this morning. Oh, the Taylor Frankie Paul stuff. Yeah. The video is extremely hard to watch. It's really sad. One of her children, her 5-year-old daughter, gets struck by one of these metal chairs that she's hurling. It's just awful. Yeah. Hey, Val. Hey, Josh. We got some friends. He won the lawsuit, Pam Griffin. Afroman won the lawsuit, Pam Griffin says. Danny Fan, you can watch right on YouTube. Check it out.
So let me tell you where this is now.
Let me move this way. Hey, Charles.
Yeah, Harvey.
I got it. Here I am. Big Mouth Harv back in town. Yeah. Oh, getting comments about the debt that our country's in. Guess who's not in debt? Big old Talia B. Yeah. What did I do with the other half of the lemon? I actually did eat it like a fruit. Yeah. That doesn't bother me so much. I like it. Yeah. So the Taylor Frankie Paul video came out. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at all the Tarantino films on Anakin's computer. I'm a big Tarantino fan. Wait, I forgot to share this with you guys. I went last night to the Mr. Nobody Gets Putin, the documentary that won the Oscar. They had a screening in Santa Monica. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go watch it because I support film. And they did a Q&A talk back after. And the Russian, so the documentary is about a teacher in Russia who's like the school videographer, and he's like filming stuff and like all the events, and he's like really close with his students. He's a great teacher. And basically Putin, in February of 2022, I believe, when the Russia-Ukraine conflict started, puts out these new education mandates. And it's like, you have to teach these scripted lessons, you have to film them, you have to send them in. And the teacher fled Russia with this film, worked with Andrew Bornstein out of Copenhagen, had blind faith that it was being made, was just sending in his footage, trusting that this movie was coming together. He was there, did a talkback, and I got to hold the Oscar that they won on Sunday. They literally just brought the Oscar to the movie theater, and it's engraved with their win, the title of the film, all of their names. It was incredible. I think it was one of the most impactful documentaries I've seen. Love that kind of stuff, but highly recommend. And it's so good when you just go to support the arts and support a winner and educate yourself, and you end up getting a hold of big ol' Oscar. And damn, them things is heavy. So, Vintage V said, oh, nice. Yeah, subtle flex there. I just got excited about that. What? Josh said, I'm hoping Duke loses in the first round. Bro, what the hell? It was really cool. Thanks, guys. I feel really validated. It was really cool. But yeah, I think that it's important to. I know some people are like, wow, documentaries are so boring, but it's so cool to learn something you didn't know. You know, that's like such a simple. I've been really into simple philosophies recently. Like, shout out Fancy, but this one we've come up with is like, the good thing about communication is that you can do it. You can just talk. You can just communicate. You can say how you feel. I'm feeling hungry. And the good thing about communicating is you can do it. The good thing about opinions, you can have them. Good thing about documentaries, you can learn stuff in them. It's as simple as that. So remember that. Life is simple, but it's not easy. That's another one. I feel like I should quit and start writing fortune cookies. What if you got takeout from P.F. Chang's, open it up, and your fortune says, good thing about communication is you can do it. You would be stunned. Yeah. Yeah. Vintage V said, I love documentaries. Same. Drop your favorite documentary in the chat. I'm curious, what kind of stuff you folks like to learn about?
Talking to me.
Yeah. Always educational. So true.
You just email it to them?
It is pretty darn cool. Oh, Antonio said for March Madness, I'm going for Michigan or Purdue, just 'cause. Yeah. Terrible. Wait, what? I didn't see what joke was made. Kel69, was this at the Oscars? Duke going against former assistant coach for Syracuse. Interesting, interesting. How peculiar. Is the SpongeBob chair still at TMZ? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I don't know where that chair is. Maybe, I hope he's in a better place. I'm whispering in case he has feelings and can hear me. He has that kind of vibe. Like he might be listening. I don't know. There's a lot going on over here. Oh, Jeremy Wagner said not all documentaries are true. True that. I think they were saying that there were a lot of children in Mr. Nobody Against Putin because it's obviously about a school, and they were saying that it's since the way they made the documentary is treason, like he's going against the Russian government very publicly, that the safest way to film these children was to literally say that they didn't get consent, and literally to say like, yep, we filmed these kids without their permission, as to not put them in imminent danger, which is insane. That like the promise, the journalistic benefits so greatly outweighed the risk that it was worth it for them to say that they didn't film these kids with permission. Crazy stuff. Oh, President Trump a little bit ago made a joke about Pearl Harbor to the Prime Minister of Japan. I did not know that. That's not cool. Yeah. Vintage V said the last recent one I saw was a mini doc on the Thong Song. You could do anything, a movie about anything. It's so great. I don't even know what I would make a movie about. Ken Burns documentaries are great. True. Honestly, there weren't a ton of people at the screening. It's like a small art house theater, so it was like maybe 100. It was really, it was super intimate. It was great. 11 out of 10. Sorry, I'm really pooped now. I was talking a lot. Sorry, I had so many words to get out. Yeah. Which way? You want me this way? Hey. Just in the pit, as the kids say. Fit to be in the pitch. Yeah. And Tony said, yes, the Talia Block documentary. That would be the most boring documentary to watch. It would be like, I wake up and I have a smoothie. I get home and I play on my phone. There's nothing there yet. There's nothing there yet. It's a short. It's a short. It's more like a get ready with me TikTok. I think that would suffice as a documentary. Hey, TMZ. Would that be Rochelle in the chat? I believe it's Rochelle, because I see it up on her screen. Yeah. See? Morning, Charles. If I started to not come into work, I genuinely don't know if Charles would notice. He might be like, huh, it's really quiet around here. Yeah. Just 2 peas in a pod over here. Fernanda said, the Taylor Frankie Paul video? Yeah, I know. We were all about that this morning, and we will absolutely get into that. We'll be getting into the whole story. I talked about it this morning with Alexa on the Daily Brief, little show on YouTube now. No big deal, but she's incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly informational. So be sure to check that out. We're obviously going to break that down just about as much as we can today. It's on the site. Terrible. We will be talking about Chuck Norris also in the hospital in Kauai. No bueno. Oh, F block. We're talking about Trump Pearl Harbor. Now I see. See, it's good to get informed. It's good to get informed. I thought this was an old joke. I didn't know that he just did this. That feels horrible. Really interested. Yeah, I agree, Kels. Pearl Harbor is no joke. I absolutely agree. Speaking of jokes, Brandon with a question about Impractical Jokers. How do these guys not get recognized when they're doing pranks? They've been on TV forever. I've never worked on Impractical Jokers, so I'm not sure. But I'm assuming they're incredibly well known, but like I'm sure a bunch of people don't know who they are. Yeah. Somebody made a comment about Devin, said the older guy in the back dresses like a younger guy. It's really terrible. Chuck Norris is a legend. Agreed. He's 86 years old. Still training. His birthday was, I believe, the 10th.
Hello?
Still training.
Hello?
Riding horses. In Hawaii. Crazy. Oh, hey, Chrissy. She said, hi, Talia. It's Chrissy. You rock, girl. I love it. Let's build each other up. Keep up the good work. Somebody said Chuck Norris doesn't sleep. He waits. Hey, Ryberger. Wait, there's some really funny jokes in the chat. He doesn't sleep. He waits. He eats kittens for breakfast. Happy. Let me read you the. I just opened up my phone and I was mid-purchasing a diptyque candle. Anybody cares? So let me get the news for you. He was hospitalized after a medical emergency in Hawaii in the last 24 hours. On Kauai? In Kauai? I think it's on the island of Kauai. We're told he's in good spirits, but yeah, really scary stuff. He's been in the greatest shape, dare I say, of anybody I've ever seen, regardless of age. That man is a beast. Because on Wednesday he was training. There's like videos of him just like throwing punches, petting horses, the whole shebang. But yeah, Chuck Norris, I am thinking about you. Nate Dogg, Chuck Norris can slam revolving doors. There's so many good jokes here. God.
Yeah, Alexa. Take his name. I can easily put his name.
When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up, he pushes the earth down. That's probably true. Hashtag respect. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yep. Oh, somebody asked when the Melissa documentary is. Melissa, somebody wants to know when your documentary's coming out. We'll begin pre-production on that shortly. Yeah. Underneath Chuck Norris's beard is another fist. I believe it.
Or if you could.
What you do know affects you later in life. Move that body. That's fair. It's important to stay physically fit as I sit at my desk for 10 hours a day. Hey, Devin. Yeah, so he says he's in good spirits. I'm hoping he's well. I don't know the specific details on what exactly occurred, but we're give you as much information as we have, as per always. Texas has Chuck Norris water at the stores? Does he have a brand of bottled water? How intriguing.
Let me get out.
We got these two. He got Charles. I'm like trying to half eavesdrop to let you guys know if there's anything good going on, but I think they're just gossiping about nothing. When the boogeyman goes to sleep, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris. Yeah, but I saw somebody comment about Taylor Frankie Paul being on The Bachelorette. We were told, we published an article that it's set to still premiere on Sunday. I'm not sure if there'll be like a disclaimer in the beginning, a warning, anything. But we are told that ABC hired a PR crisis comm manager. Funny enough, my ex used to have that job. He was a crisis comm manager. He sucks. But
do we know how the argument started? What led to that?
So she reports. She says that the video is clipped, and that in the beginning of the video he like throws her in the garage, I believe, is what she is claiming. But that this video,
Argument, like what was
we don't know how the argument started. I have no idea.
stupid like that too.
Probably. It's scary to think though that it got so violent so quickly. Yeah, the stool throw was intense. Hit the child. I know they're both, so that wasn't even though the incident that had them both submitted for psych evals. It's the most recent fight that occurred, I believe about 3 weeks ago, is the one that they are being psychologically evaluated for. Oh, Charles is thinking, first time I've ever seen him do that. Oh, somebody said, oh, we doing Chuck Norris jokes again? Good times. I remember being on, like, iFunny in 2012. God, I love that. You know how it is.
Yeah, you can have him call. I have texted him.
I want to talk to Charles, but he's not. Hey, Charles.
What?
I just said hey.
All right, I didn't like the way you
See,
said it. Didn't like the way you said it.
I was literally just being quiet
We're
and
over here in the
kind.
middle of the creative process.
Okay, and I would be too, but I'm entertaining the masses. Oh God, some of us have a job
I
to
don't
do,
know,
Charles.
masses. Is she entertaining you?
No, but I'm trying really
all right,
hard.
all right.
But
Well.
I'm trying really hard. Oh my God.
Oh my God, it has been.
Andrea said,
hell
seriously,
of a
after that
morning.
violent video, how can they do that, especially after the daughter's crying? No way that's clipped. You could tell by his voice he was legit trying to calm her down. I don't know if that's true or not, but the video is horrible to watch, and it's kind of crazy. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't with The Bachelorette, where it's like, well, if you pull it, it's like $25 million worth of shooting that's in the can that's now down the drain. And then if you do, it's like, well, why are we giving a platform to somebody with allegations of violence? I've been seeing a lot about everything. Yeah. I don't know, but a video like this, I believe I can connect with somebody, but this is an incredibly, she pled guilty to aggravated assault. That's not something you F around with for PR for a reality TV show, I think.
Being able to be expunged too, so.
And then, so if she was on probation for 3 years, the 3 years comes up in August. If she gets anything more than like a traffic violation, infringement of that nature, then it will be expunged. But now they had this fight, they're doing a psych eval, he's been calling, we've been told he's been calling the Utah Department of Child Services, so I don't know if that will happen, but I think it's...
But what if this is all part of the marketing?
Well, part of the marketing wouldn't be criminal allegations.
Some of the people good with being the villain. And then, isn't that the ultimate love story, that you're the villain going into it and then you find love?
Yes, but there's a difference between being a villain on a reality TV show and then having child abuse allegations against you, and then being the protagonist on The Bachelorette, which is supposed to be a very kind of classier reality TV show where they're finding love, they're in long gowns giving out roses. It's very different.
I just think maybe they could spin it that way.
They could absolutely spin it that way, but I think if it was a man on The Bachelor with domestic violence and child abuse allegations, I think I think it would be totally different, and I think that double standard is no bueno, as we say in Italy. As we say in Italy, the place I'm from. Oh, I was just talking about Italy.
The Godmother?
Wow. Hey, Melissa, people wanted to know when the Melissa documentary is coming out. We're talking about documentaries, and they're like, we need a Melissa doc. So,
no,
yeah.
I have to remain a mystery.
Oh, that's fair. She's a mystery.
Is it good?
Oh, what did Mai say? So, are you going to answer me? Well, I didn't see your first chat. Morning, Harvey.
Hey.
We're talking a lot about Taylor Frankie Paul this morning.
Of course, this video is insane.
A lot about, we're oddly talking a lot about documentaries this morning, too. Do you have a favorite documentary?
A favorite documentary?
Yeah.
I've got a million that I love.
Oh,
yeah, I can't pick one.
That's great.
I
Okay,
cannot pick
fair.
one. Yeah, Taylor Frankie Paul is
This stuff is crazy.
And part of this is, you got to wonder, when they cast her, what exactly did they know? And what did they...
Ignore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Alexa said literally the first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives this season, the first 20 seconds.
They talk about this.
The first 20 seconds of the first episode. It's kind of hard to ignore.
No, that's going to be really interesting. We'll see what they do. Okay, we're going to start. Here we go.
Somebody commented and said very clear, Charles hates Talia.
Okay.
Hate is a very strong word.
Strongly
Yeah, we're going to
disliked,
play. We're going to play the full thing.
No, I think we want the arrow.
Yeah, use the arrow.
Show where the daughter.
Use the arrow. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. Welcome to TMZ Live. So, as we speak, the brass over at ABC are in crisis mode, we're told, after we posted a video that we obtained of the incident where Taylor Frankie Paul was arrested and ultimately convicted of aggravated assault, felony aggravated assault.
It is a 2023 fight that she got into, and fight is an understatement, with Dakota Mortensen, who, of course, is now her ex-boyfriend, father of her son, Ever.
So we told you about this incident, but we hadn't seen the incident until we obtained this video. It's about 3 minutes long. Normally, we edit things down for the show, but we're going to show you the full thing, and then we're going to talk about the fallout.
Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me. Huh? And you think this is okay? It's not okay.
I don't give a
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Your daughter is right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my. You're unbelievable. No, you. Stop throwing stuff and help your daughter. Help your daughter. Stop screaming at me. God. Stop, Taylor. You're done. Taylor. That's it. That is it. No more. You're done. Stop. No. I did none of this. This is your own pain. You're doing this to yourself. Stop. No. I'm done taking the blame for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indy. Taylor?
Get the out!
I'm done with you.
You did it.
I'm done. Stop.
You're
Taylor!
Yeah, I done that, Dakota!
Taylor, your
Yeah,
daughter...
I done that!
You're screaming. Your daughter just got hit in the head with a metal chair.
Because of you.
No, you!
You
Go and help your daughter!
You
Now!
You did this.
Help your daughter, Taylor!
You did this, Dakota.
Oh my gosh! If you throw another chair... Are you okay? Taylor!
Get away from my daughter! Get away!
Then help
Get
her!
away!
Stop doing this!
You threw me. Get the fuck out.
Dude, think of your kids! Gosh!
You too, my daughter. Think I love you. You are my kids.
I don't care, I love your kids!
God.
Yeah, I do! I freaking love them to death!
I had to throw me around.
No, yeah, I don't care. Look what you're doing.
the
No, nobody deserves
Shut
it.
the up, Dakota.
You're not okay and you're drunk.
Go
God,
answer Dakota.
I will. What? Oh my gosh.
Shut up.
Taylor, stop.
Shut up!
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
She's hammered.
And so is he.
I'm sober.
But throwing stuff at me so
Taylor,
much.
stop.
How about we separate
Taylor,
for now?
you need to just calm down.
You threw it at me.
Hey,
Taylor,
stop.
stop.
So, just a little bit of context here. That voice you heard, the third person at the end, was a police officer who knocked on the door. A neighbor had called in a complaint about the noise, and the officer arrived there. They're still fighting as they're opening the door. You also heard her daughter, who was at the time, I believe, 6 years old, and you could hear her crying after she was hit, yelling, "Mommy."
The authorities believe that the chair may have deflected and hit the child.
And you heard him say your daughter. You heard Dakota saying your daughter got hit by the chair. And the police report does say that there was a bruise or a bump on the little girl's head.
So the Bachelorette is set to premiere on Sunday night. The question now, will it? We are told by people over at, connected to the show that sponsors are pulling out, and we don't know whether ABC is going to air it or pull the plug. We have not yet heard. We know that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was put on ice after some of the cast members said they just didn't want to participate given the backdrop.
And that was based on, and again, that video we just showed you was featured on the first season, not the video itself, but the incident they talked about. In fact, they showed police body cam on the very first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
We're going to bring a guest in a minute, but we should say that we now know, based on at least on a protective order that Dakota filed, what happened 3 weeks ago, which is the latest incident.
Right, and that's what stopped. That's where producers of Mormon Wives said, we're going to shut things down while the authorities figure out what's going on here, because there were allegations that Dakota claims that that Taylor attacked him once again just a few weeks ago. She says it's the other way around, that he is the one who got physical. So,
by the way, Taylor is saying that this was a calculated move by Dakota. She says to smear her,
right,
done on their child's birthday. That's her position on this. So let's see if we can get in the inside of this.
Get on the inside of what is, because we know that Mormon Wives is on hold. The big question, as we said, is what's going to happen with the Bachelorette. Someone who covers Bachelor Nation better than anybody is a guy you know as Reality Steve Carbone. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
So first, your reaction to the video.
I mean, the crazy thing is about it is we've obviously known about this. The police report has been out there since 2023. It's like now we've got the visual behind it. Like this was all documented in the police report of what happened, but to actually see it now with our own two eyes, horrible to witness, and just have a lot of questions about this. Obviously, Taylor was drunk. There's no doubt in my mind she was not right of mind in this video. But honestly, the most disturbing thing to me in this video is the fact that after everything that was going on, the yelling, the chair throwing, the second her daughter was screaming and the second her daughter was clearly not doing well in that moment, for her to not immediately run to her daughter and say, "Mom, it's okay, mommy's here, but immediately turn to Dakota and say, "This is all your fault." I mean, that was brutal to watch.
Yeah, it is very difficult to watch it. And, you know, the part, like you said, people knew about this incident.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, how deep did the producers dig, the producers of The Bachelorette, dig in on this incident? I mean, in your experience, I would imagine there are very extensive interviews with prospective bachelors or bachelorettes, and as well as the suitors on the show. But certainly the star of that season, you would think that they grilled her about that incident, even though they may not have seen the video.
That's the crazy thing. It just seems like this video was submitted as evidence against her. She pled guilty to this. I'm almost getting a sense of, is this somewhat like the Ray Rice video where the NFL knew it was out there and just hoping it
was
would
literally in my head as you were saying it, Steve.
Yeah.
It's literally in my head. You know, we're told that there is already, as we're talking right now, finger pointing going on over at ABC, that now people are saying, I didn't know, why didn't I know, you knew. So that's happening as we speak.
Steve, what's your take on knowing what you do about, very clearly from this information that you post, you have great sources connected to the show. What's your forecast on whether or not they're actually going to go through with this?
You know, before today, I would have said, no, they're going through with it. She did all the morning shows yesterday, you know, Mark and Kelly. She did GMA. I'm like, okay, they're promoting it. It's going to air on Sunday. Now that this video is out there, not that this is new footage that happened, you know, post-filming or whatever. This is all 2023, but this is just putting their lead in such a negative light that it's like, who wants to watch? It's like, who cares about her finding love that was filmed between October and December of last year? It's like, look at who we're dealing with. And, you know, it was 3 years ago, but somebody should have known. And I really feel like this was a giant cover-up. And like you said, when they announced her as the Bachelorette, it's not like they didn't know. It was part of the first episode of the first season of Secret Lives. Like,
speaking of Secret Lives, what happens there?
To me, I think at this point, clearly Taylor, and not because of this incident, because it's been 3 years, but she needs to not be in front of cameras for a while. Whether it's a situation like Jax Taylor had to deal with the Valley, where they said, look, we're not putting you back on the show until you go to rehab. She needs help. I don't think she needs more cameras in her face. I think she needs help. And I think that would be the way to go, that you don't resume season 5 of Secret Lives with, you know, and if you do, it's without Taylor. And maybe she's gone forever. Maybe it's just like, all right, this video's out there. We're never bringing her back. I just don't know, but I don't think she should be a part of Secret Lives anymore.
Yeah, I could see where they would maybe have her step away for a season, and it becomes a redemption story if they want to bring her back on. For The Bachelorette, you know, we're talking about ABC making decisions because of this video. But as you pointed out, they've already shot this full season. Yeah. There is a quote-unquote winner, I would imagine, someone that she picks at the end.
Yeah.
And then maybe you even know who that person is, because I know that you are famous for knowing before anybody else who won. Yeah. What does that guy think when he sees this video? You know, presumably he's thinking that he's got a future with Taylor, and now he sees this.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks, because she has said in preseason interviews, hey, I was open and honest with the guys about my past. But it's like, but how detailed were you? Like, I can't imagine she explained that video to them. She probably just said, yes, I've had incidents with my ex. We had a very toxic and back and forth.
Well, she blames him.
Yeah, and
Right.
she always blames him, but it's also her fault. Look, they're both at fault. I'm not saying Dakota's Mr. Innocent here. I'm guessing probably before that video started, he did something to provoke her, but that doesn't
She does
justify,
claim that, by the way. Yeah, she claimed that he threw her down before that video.
and that doesn't justify, I just can't get over the fact that the second her child was screaming, that she didn't run to her child and immediately just was blaming it on him, and it's saying it's your fault. Like, and then yesterday in all of her press, she's saying, you know I'm a good mother, and I'm sorry, in this situation, you are not a good mother if you didn't immediately run to your daughter the second a chair might have deflected off her or she's screaming there. And even Dakota's saying, get to your daughter. And she's like, no, you did this to me. And it just, ugh.
Well, listen, we so appreciate bringing you on. I couldn't think of a better person. Thanks for the time.
You got it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Guys, look at this carefully, and then figure out if they pulled the show, you know, in the next 3 or 4 hours, what do you edit out and what do we put in to say, you know, the show has been pulled, you know, we need to, yeah, it's fine. I mean, if this happens, we should come up with a plan B on what to send. So you're really doing 2 versions here. Okay, kill my mic. I need to make a call.
People are saying, do the men who are on The Bachelorette this season know who she is before they go on the show?
No,
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
No,
they
don't.
idea.
They show up. That's all. They don't know. When they do the taping, they show up. They meet her for the first time, I think, when they get out of the
Because if the season is already wrapped, imagine being, if a man wins, imagine being the man who wins and seeing this stuff come out.
And, you know, what Steve was just saying is true. Like, she probably said something to them about, because, again, she's on the record as she pled guilty.
Yeah,
she has
aggravated
she's
assault.
on probation as we speak. She's on probation until August. So you would hope she at least shared that and told them what happened. But, again, how honest was she about what happened? Does she describe hurling, you know, metal bar stools at her ex? And the part we can't forget is, and I don't know who's telling the truth, but 3 weeks ago, something happened. And either she attacked him or he attacked her or both. But again, even if you're the guy who she picked, and Steve just said they finished filming it in December. So since December, you're that guy and you're thinking, oh, well, eventually I'm going to be with this woman. And meanwhile, she's still engaged with her ex enough that they got into this, whatever it is. Now,
fight.
Clearly they have a child together, so they're going to have some contact, but everything we have heard and everything viewers of Secret Lives have seen, they are an incredibly toxic couple. And they should not be around each other. They just should not be around each other.
This fight that happened 3 weeks ago, that was the one that was when they were said that they both need a psych eval.
And that's when they stopped shooting the show, and that's when they got ordered to get psych evaluations. It's like they should not be together. That is very
Your
clear.
friend needs you.
Kill Charles.
Thanks.
Your friend needs you. Who I think right now that they are co-parenting, but I'm not sure. I know they had been to court before this blowout fight 3 weeks ago. I don't know.
So at this point, they should just be like, drop off.
I know. I think it's ridiculous. Somebody said reverse the roles and ask what happens. That's what I think is a big problem. Is like, if this were a man on The Bachelor, I don't think it would go up. I personally, I don't think that this season of The Bachelorette should air. I think it's giving a platform to somebody with allegations of violence, but I don't know.
I've never watched it.
And now you kind of want to watch it. I know. But the fact that it was like taped. No. The fact that this was taped before. The fact that it was finished taping before all of these things came out. I don't know if she would really show those traits per se. Hey, what's up? You working right now?
Hello.
You doing work or what?
I do.
Nice.
I mean, as long as Charles is over there, I'm not working. So, hi guys.
What are you up to?
Are you using the shotgun mic? Oh, they're using yours. Okay.
What are you up to? I'll just repeat what you say a little bit louder.
I am trying to get approval to shoot a certain segment for YouTube.
He is trying to get approval to shoot a segment for YouTube.
And we just did a fucking incredible interview.
And they just did an incredible interview.
Yeah. So.
With who? Can I say it or no?
Sure, yeah. Someone that was very closely connected with Epstein.
Epstein stuff. Crazy town. It was a good interview though. Wow.
Unlike any we've had before.
Whoa.
I'm not saying that just to promote.
Unlike any? I believe it. Maybe you could talk about it tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Have I sent this to the wrong email?
I think you just sent it to all of the company. You ever accidentally send a company-wide email? Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
That makes me cringe.
It makes me feel better though, like everyone does it at least once. You hit reply all on one email, all of a sudden everyone knows I'm out sick because I got strep, you know? That's why I sound like this all the time. I got perpetual strep. It's a new strain. Thank you, Brandon. I'll read this selected comment out loud. Jackson and Talia, best two hosts ever at TMZ. And the crowd goes mild. Thanks, Jackson.
Sorry, I'm dealing with
Yeah, no, he's working. Okay, Harvey Core. I have to take a call. Hey, Devin. Yeah, it's 11:15 a.m. Yeah, I keep candy in my pockets. Mmm. Delicious. Thanks, Gary. Georgia is playing St. Louis. St. Louis? St. Louis. Let me. Is it St. It's St. Louis, right? Now I'm really second guessing myself because I've been talking a lot about Louis Russell. Or is it Louis? What's the different spelling of Louis versus Louis? St. Louis, Missouri. Wow, that was really embarrassing. I can't believe. L-E-W-I-S is Louis. The other ones are Louis. And then with an E, it's Louise. God, I'm really embarrassed about that. Good chat, do not clip that. St. Louis, Missouri. I'm done for. I'm done. No more crackers in my pocket. No, I'm on that Coachella diet. I have one green tea Trader Joe's mint before 1 p.m.
It's day one's outfit.
I don't have any of my outfits yet. I have all of the pieces, but none of them composed. So it's like having the musical notes, but no symphony yet. But I'm working on that.
You also gotta know what the weather's gonna be.
Yeah, I know exactly what the weather is going to be. It's going to be blaring hot sun out, 500 degrees, desert heat.
It's like a lot of wind.
It's going to be windy. That's why I have my pashmina ready to go, so I don't get sand, dust in my eyes. Yeah. Oh, how's my picnic pocket protector project going? Bad. We need an angel investor. There's no funding. Nobody really believes in this project the way I do. So if you believe that you have the right to keep a snack in your pocket, let me know if you're willing to invest. Talia, how did your improv class go? Is it true you always have to say yes and to every statement? Yes and is more of a mentality. It's more just like, if Devin's like, how's the weather today? I can't be like, bad, it sucks. Like, you just gotta yes and keep the conversation going. But it's a lot of fun. I feel like it's fun working around here.
Sir, hey, it's Ryan Parker over at TMZ. How are you?
Yeah. Somebody said it's going to be 99 here in Vegas today. Yeah. I think Coachella will be something a little bit similar to that. Hey, sorry. I'm in their shot. I don't know where. Coachella is the first. No, April 11th. Yeah. Yeah, I am going to Coachella.
Okay. What are we doing for B?
Did I ever watch Teen Mom? Did I ever watch Teen Mom? The answer would be yes. It's kind of like free birth control, if you think about it. Because I'm like, God, I never want that to be me. So it wasn't me. They make sandwich baggies. You don't have to. There's your clothing protector. Yeah, but I think it'd be much better if it was just an insert. So that way you could just like, because then the bag gets all crumpled up in your pocket. You can't find the opening. It's a whole production. Yeah. Hey, just hanging. I don't know what we're doing next. Do you guys want to see a new Thor photo? I'll show you. Here he is in his winter jacket because it's still cold in New York. So he's chilly. Oh, he's cold in his little jacket. Katie's giggling. He's so little. He is 3.2 pounds. He was at the pediatrician yesterday. The pediatrician, that's what my dad calls the vet when they're puppies. He was at the pediatrician. And, yeah. Oh my God, in Arizona. The pediatrician? That's clever. The pediatrician. God.
There's something to this.
He smells like babies still, so I'm excited for him to have Frito feet. I love when dogs have Frito feet. Where should I be standing right now? There's a lot. Okay, just holla at your girl if I need to move, because I can't tell what.
Phones are like 10 feet away.
Okay, I might. Yeah. Maybe. All right. I'll come bool over here for a minute. Hey, morning, Erin. How you doing? You know, I'm going.
Cute outfit, though.
Thanks. Thank you. You hear me munching my green tea, man? Wait, the weather is ridiculous this week? 105 degrees, 104, 107 in Phoenix. 35 Fahrenheit? What? Y'all, global warming. What? Oh my God, Maria G said that Thor has my eyes. He has my eyes. Just because they're kind of like alien-esque. Like they're so big they take up most of his face. Who am I most looking forward to seeing at Coachella? That would be the punk rock band Die Spitz. Spitz with a Z. I love Die Spitz. I'm really into that kind of like female punk. Big Amel and the Sniffers fan. Big Die Spitz, Bikini Kill. Love all that jazz. Sweet and Low, again, never sure like what I've done to you. You go, Talia going to Coachella for the whole week. Yay! Okay, thank you so much. I will still be here. It's kind of a weekend thing, so I just won't be working on the weekend, which I don't really do, but yeah. Still snow in Minnesota. We need to, I know this is a revolutionary take, but I think we might need to do something about global warming, guys. I don't know if anyone's thought of this yet, but it's not looking good. Yeah, it's too good to be true in California. In New York, there's still snow on the ground. I don't know what you even do with that. All right, back to our.
Okay, here we go. Wait a minute, this is Ben.
Just kidding. Hey, me again.
Hey.
Hashtag get pranked. Hey, what's up, Charles?
There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Happening.
It's a busy Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
It's one of those weeks where you don't even remember what day it is.
How's your dog when you left him trapped in the hot house?
Oh. Wow.
Just
trying to make it
saying.
sound like I'm a dog abuser.
No, I never
First of
said
all,
that.
House was not hot. It was 6 in the morning.
Okay.
It's not hot yet. He's at daycare.
Oh.
So he gets to play in a pool and run around and.
Does he like to swim?
Not really.
No.
Shepherd's not.
Oh, he's a German Shepherd. I
German
forgot.
Shepherd Husky.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Neither of them really.
Does he just shed like
swimming.
crazy?
Yep.
Wow. You gotta
Massive clumps all over the house.
It's the best when you get to pull out the little tufts. You ever pull out his little tufts?
No, I mean I brushed the dog. He's not ungroomed.
Yeah, me neither.
Wow.
Sadie used to have these
Who's
big
the dog abuser now? Interesting.
I love to collect their
All right,
hair.
ready to go.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
What a celebration outside the courthouse in Ohio for Afroman, who emerged victorious in a defamation lawsuit that had been filed against him by local sheriff. Now, you remember back in, I think it was 2023, there was a raid on Afroman's house. They got a warrant claiming that he was involved in 2022. Claimed he was involved in drug trafficking, and they busted down his door, raided his house, searched everything. They found nothing.
We had Afroman on
We had
TMZ
him
Live
talking about it.
talking about it.
They found nothing. They charged him with nothing. And then he made a music video about this whole incident called Lemon Pound Cake. And after that video, the sheriff decided to sue him for defamation, claiming that he had shown law enforcement, and the sheriff in particular, in a negative light. Well,
it may have been,
deputies.
here's the thing. May have been a negative light, but it was true light, according to the jury.
According to the jury, and Afroman was celebrating outside the court. Yeah, he and had all his followers there with him too.
And his Super Bowl rings.
And his Super Bowl rings. So big victory for him. And
it's a really interesting case that he could make art out of what happened to him and get sued for art, because
look at him on the stand. Look at him on the stand.
Oh,
That suit.
I mean,
Come on.
he wins right there. He wins right there. But it is fascinating to me that we've been talking about using rap lyrics, you know,
Right.
to sentence somebody, and that's going to the U.S. Supreme Court. So art is really front and center. This is the video that is the basis of the lawsuit.
Right, where he showed some of the deputies that were involved in the raid. And
he's been citing freedom of speech throughout the whole thing, and to your point, saying like, I had this really bad situation happen to me, and I made something positive out of it. I made YouTube videos and social media posts that had a ton of views, made music out of it. This whole thing was absolutely ridiculous, though. Like, these sheriffs were on the stand crying about the harassment they've received online. It's like, give me a break. You guys broke into this guy's house.
And found nothing.
Found nothing. He also claimed that they had stole some of his money. I don't know what ended up happening with that. But you guys made this huge mistake. It's like, well, that's on you guys. And he used his own security footage.
Afroman fought the law, and Afroman won.
And Afroman won.
It's a new song.
The law did not win this one.
Hi, my name is Kiwi. I'm from Atlanta, and I am celebrating with Afroman because he's been doing this since the 2000s, just singing about viral songs. He's been viral before viral was a thing. So of course he won this case because he used his freedom of speech.
I love what he wore. I mean, I just
because
think
he said this is what America.
It's America.
About, right?
I love what he wore on the stand. And what I don't know is, did they address it? Why are you wearing that? So he could say no. So he could say exactly that.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Show the video of him on the stand when we're saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we don't see it.
We're going to see it in the monitor. Okay. Where are?
Let's see.
Is somebody give a talk?
They said, don't F with anyone funnier than you. Congratulations, Afroman.
Mic's down.
Kill my mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me again. Wow. Back hurts from carrying the show. No big deal, though. I also slept bad last night, so maybe that's why. Wow. I love that. Don't F with someone funnier than you. Congratulations, Afroman. It's so true. Funny beats smart every time. Exhibit A. Just kidding. Just kidding. We should all stream that old song after this because I got high. Yeah, that's. If I saw some people saying, "Was that his song?" Yeah, it was.
Sorry. Okay, just read me what.
I was gonna go to class, but then I got high. It's classic. Congratulations, Afroman. Rebecca said, "I'm dying to see Charles dressed in a suit like that, that American suit." Hey, Rebecca. They won't fix his gate. Oh, the door that they broke down. Yeah, I think that was part of his defense? No. Yeah. Yes.
I know nothing about that. When I said, I'll just do a segment alone. Then you looked up and you're like,
I love them giggling.
No. Just that there's a his doesn't.
Do you want lunch today?
I'm sorry, guys. That ship sailed.
God, you're funny.
Okay, I'll tell you what. It's the Godmother, which is an Italian hero type sandwich with Italian meats and everything else.
Great.
Or poke.
I think I know.
That's exactly it.
I got an inkling. Somebody said they want to see Charles in that Afroman suit.
This is it.
Halloween?
Oh, that's a good Halloween costume.
It was ridiculous.
I'm going to be Donna Kelsey's house.
Yeah.
Good one,
I do
no?
remember that, actually. I just need bigger assistance.
Oh my
Where's
God.
oh, there's here.
I don't know.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be yelled at. Oh, you're just a pretty face. You're not yelled at. Okay.
I've never been called a pretty face.
I know. It was disingenuous.
With sarcasm? Okay. Yeah. Dripping?
Oh my God. Maybe the funniest thing ever since Chris
my God.
Bear.
It's definitely the funniest thing ever.
Oh my God. Because it was so real.
I should have story.
Oh, I know. No.
Oh, God. Wow, that was funny.
That was just priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
What is it?
19.
If I knew the story, I could comment.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
What a turnaround for a family that had been celebrated on reality TV, but it just keeps getting worse for the Duggars. You know, of course, about Josh Duggar's conviction, and he is, I believe, still in prison. He's still doing time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, his brother, Joseph Duggar, has been arrested and accused of child sex abuse, a similar crime, not the same, but similar to what Josh is now doing time for. And Joseph was arrested yesterday and accused of abusing a, how old was the victim?
She was 9 at the time, according to her account. The account is called Sexual Activity with a Minor, and apparently in Panama Beach City, she says that he invited her onto his lap, started touching her genitals underneath a blanket, and so forth. Now, this occurred in 2020. When she was 9, this is now a 14-year-old individual who has made these allegations. It was apparently enough to arrest him. It's interesting with this Duggar because he, on a previous special, came out against Josh and sort of referenced saying that was a very disappointing incident.
We have the sound bites. This is what happened.
I don't think there's any way any of us would have known that my brother's living such a secret life. Just whenever somebody is, somebody you respect the most is willing to get up and proclaim, what we believe as Christians, about being true to your wife you never would expect that person to be the one that's involved in it, and it broke my heart.
So that was 11 years ago, 2015.
And we should say Josh was convicted of possession of child pornography.
Right, and this is child sexual activity.
So 6 years after he said that on the show, he's accused of.
That's right. And so these are obviously very troubling allegations. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty and so forth. But this family is now troubled by this in two ways with Josh and his brother.
Right. So what are they doing, in terms of television?
Do any of them have shows now? I mean, obviously that 19 and Counting is not on, but I know some of the other siblings did have a show, and I don't know that TLC is even airing any of that.
Not that I'm aware of. The last clip I saw was that show.
I got to tell you, I can go way back in my life to the first family reality show, and it was The Loud Family, and they blew apart as a result of that.
Yeah.
And I remember that people were saying families shouldn't go on these shows, and I mean, obviously, like the Kardashians,
there's been success stories,
but
there have been some success
But there have been a lot of train wrecks.
This is not one, though, where you can blame reality TV for what clearly, what Josh's issues and allegedly Joseph's issues, that has nothing to do with reality TV.
It doesn't, but people gawked at this family because they had 19 kids, and who were really the parents? Some of the kids were so much older than the younger siblings, and that was part of Josh's case.
Right.
Hey, this is JD Milo, Phoenix, Arizona. So this whole thing with Joseph Duggar, it doesn't shock or surprise me one bit. And I think most people feel the same. His older brother, Josh, he was charged and convicted of similar acts about 5 years ago. And frankly, this entire family creeps me out. And it makes you think, is this a cycle that's continuing through Duggar generations? All I can say is I hope that Joseph's wife, Kendra, doesn't stick around like Anna has with Josh.
Okay, you have deep knowledge.
You have deep knowledge, but you're right about generational trauma. It's certainly a distinct possibility with the Duggars.
Okay.
Shiny Happy People, that documentary was incredibly eye-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. People saying it's always the people you least expect, and like people who are super into religion. Not always, but it's
Charlie?
A big theme there. Jojo said, I remember The Loud Family.
I never saw that one. I've seen clips and I'm aware of it, but never actually saw the show.
There must have been some kind of child abuse he was exposed to for him to be susceptible to such behavior. Hurt people, which happens to adults in that community. That's what Joker's Wild said.
In his case, but that's certainly
highly possible. Yeah.
Okay.
He went to church a lot, tried to prove to a community that he's a great person.
What's the
All the meanwhile, he was not a good person.
What's the?
Interesting stuff.
What's C?
Control room.
Okay,
so
and who's doing this?
Who all went?
You. Hey.
Linda Lesseps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all made up. They said she wasn't even invited.
Okay.
My ponytail is.
You see one. Here we go.
I'm not going to remember any of this.
Don't count on me.
I'll get like 3 of them.
This is all news to me.
Okay. And went before. This was a House committee? Got it.
Okay, here we go.
It used to be when you said the Real Housewives, the first thing you thought of was someone flipping over a table, throwing champagne glasses. Now they are so influential, they spent a good portion of yesterday on Capitol Hill, where they went to speak to lawmakers about funding for AIDS treatments and medications that they were concerned that funding is going to be lapsed, that there have been cuts made. So they were actually there sharing their voices and trying to influence lawmakers.
It's really interesting because that is one area where a lot of celebrities have been involved from Elton John on down.
And it is also interesting because we've been hearing, and we talked about earlier this week, about how the public doesn't really want to hear from celebrities when it comes to who you're voting for, yet clearly celebrities still have some sway with the politicians themselves.
And the public, because if you remember that the battle cry, and part of this was celebrities, you know, in the 1980s, turned Ronald Reagan around. That Ronald Reagan was not supportive of treatments and research, and that battle cry really changed things with him, and it's been going on ever since.
And perhaps they will do the same with the lawmakers. After the hearing, we spoke to several of the women. Got it. Why
don't you just play it?
Housewives are on the Hill, and we're all here for prevention of HIV and Mr., who is saving people every single day and reducing the risk of HIV.
Housewives can do anything. We're more than just fighting. We're women with a purpose. HIV does not have a party, association with race or class. Anyone has the possibility of contracting it.
I hope that people see that this is not like a gay problem. This is a human problem. This is a disease that like everybody can contract. So we really need to stop stigmatizing people, and the fear and the shame and all of that does not help the situation.
Okay. Real Housewives from across all the franchises there.
This isn't totally shocking because the guy who brought them there, his name is Tristan. He actually bought the gay club, the Abbey in West Hollywood a couple years ago. And when he bought the Abbey, he does a lot of Mr. events at the Abbey, and he incorporates celebrities like Demi Lovato's shown up at the Abbey for these Mr. events. For
Mr. is the company that makes
does the
PrEP and other treatments, right?
For HIV. So he really leans into bringing Hollywood and these people in the public.
It's really
yeah.
admirable.
There is a place for celebrities when it comes to influence with politicians and certainly the public. We know that.
You know, it's interesting because you would say you would want to say, because it's different from politics because you don't take sides on things like this. But the reality is people have taken sides on things like this.
Wellington, New Jersey, listen, the drama might have been low, but the impact was very high. And let's not forget that there are members of Congress that love the Real Housewives and Bravo. So this is not really random. And when you have women like these stepping into Capitol Hill, that's real influence that HIV funding needs. So if the Real Housewives are going to be driving the conversation, I say let them.
We got somebody, and I'm trying to remember who it was when on TMZ DC. It was a congresswoman who watched The Traitors and all the Housewives shows.
Yes,
do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh,
yes.
why am I blanking?
And she had some strong opinions about it.
Strong opinions about it, but he's absolutely right that people, a lot of people there are invested in the show, so they listen.
Sarah McBride?
Yeah. Why don't we just say Sarah McBride?
Congresswoman
We'll just do it again. Do you remember we got Congresswoman Sarah McBride like a month ago for TMZ DC?
Talking about Traitors.
Talking about the Traitors, but also saying she was a huge Housewives fan.
Yeah.
And that...
She knew a lot. She knew way more about those shows than I did.
But the thing is that you would think, oh, no, they're just talking about Iran. No, they're actually like human beings who watch these shows. And the fact that you have people who are fans of the people who are lobbying on Capitol Hill, it makes a difference. Okay.
Similar sentiment in the chat, people saying it's good that they're using their platform for something other than fighting each other at dinner.
Do what? I'm sorry? We're not
ready.
We're not ready for it.
See you, lads.
What do you have to see right now?
Oh, people are saying a huge day for
Tom Brady,
K-pop fans. BTS coming out. Lucas over there warming up. See him stretching.
Should be.
Where are we on this? What?
Harvey.
Yeah. Hey, you a big Housewives Traders fan?
Not at all.
No. Okay. Reality TV at all? No. You watch reality TV?
Not really.
Like any, got really
I
big
did.
into like Top Chef competition, like cooking shows like that.
Never watched that.
Really?
Never. I watched some of the like Netflix dating shows. I did.
Yeah. Hell's Kitchen. I loved Love on the Spectrum.
Haven't watched that one.
I love Love on the Spectrum.
But I haven't lately. I haven't watched any. I used to like. I was an OG Survivor.
Yeah.
Amazing Race guy, but
Yeah. No mas.
no mas.
I know. It's
And
hard.
I've never watched. I don't think I've seen a single episode of Kardashians.
Not one?
I know people will be shocked. I've seen.
Auntie Chris, it's me, Todd Cranes. You don't know that one?
I've seen clips here and there. Maybe I've flipped on and like it was on and I watched it for a few minutes, but
Auntie
never
Chris.
watched the whole episode.
It's me, Todd Cranes. Scott pulls this
I feel like I
prank
get enough of them at
here.
work.
I
that
know.
I just didn't.
That's how I feel about sometimes TV, where I'm like, I don't need to watch it. We talked about it at work, so I know everything.
Yeah, you
Uh-oh.
can learn it from
Let me-
others.
That's what I'm saying. Here
Looks
comes-
like we will be able to put this in at some point.
Hell yeah.
Control room.
So I used to watch Iron
got
Chef.
a big story that's what's been going on here. So
But I don't know, because I've been here talking to y'all the whole time.
big, really.
Really? I get FOMO when you guys are all breaking stories.
What do you want? What are you looking at?
Okay.
It's in my pocket. All right. Do you want me to hold it up to the camera?
They're texting me saying Talia's so annoying.
What?
I literally just looked over and it's a text from Ryan now, and it says Talia's so annoying, and I don't even really like her outfit that much. God, it's so hard being me.
If you show me a
Somebody said,
meme,
where are Tim's and his rejects? I believe they will be coming. It is 11:47. Yikes. Oh my God. Somebody said, deep cut girl, Auntie Chris, it's me, Todd Cranes. So if you don't know, Todd Cranes is the son of a family friend of the Kardashians, like totally random, like whatever, like no real importance. And Scott was prank calling Chris like every freaking day, pretending she's like, Auntie Chris, it's me, Todd Cranes, like doing this voice and everything. And Chris was like, why the hell is Todd Cranes calling me? And eventually they broke the prank up by inviting the real Todd Cranes over and being like, oh my God, he's at our house. And then the phone rang, Scott picked it up, and they like ruined the prank. But it was so funny, and it's like one of those like classic Kardashian moments. You guys gotta watch it. Yeah. Oh, somebody said, I'm with Charles, never watched an episode of the Kardashians and never will.
I'm not saying I never would.
They're putting words in your mouth. Yeah.
How?
Somebody wants to know, they said, where does Tim usually work? He comes out of thin air.
We keep him in a closet somewhere, and then we just yank him out. We're like,
You
come on.
just let him loose? Like a,
He has a video monitor there.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do it. I want to do this as D2 so that
can
he
we-
has time to get
or
this
D-
up. No, I'm sorry. I want to do D2 first. So
No,
Austin.
I know what you're saying, but
Is that going to?
is it going to make D1? Yeah, yeah.
Auntie Chris.
We don't. No. We do not have enough information to last that long. So we're going to make
It
this
just needs to be
D1.
a
What do you have
half
as
of
D2? Tom Brady. So let's do Tom Brady right now.
Somebody
Give
said they
Austin
had to
time
have the-
to fix it, and then we'll do Bieber. Okay.
All right.
No, guys. Why don't? Can you live with C?
I mean, anytime they got to fill the show.
Well, what if we? How much time do you need in C? Yeah, it's a lot of time. You're doing a 7-minute C block because
no, this is. No, they're talking about.
No, they're talking about adding 3 more minutes.
Somebody said they had to have the real
You're doing
Todd
a
Cranes
7-minute
on.
C block?
so they didn't get sued. God, it's so funny. Sweet Mo said the bracket's already busted because of Ohio. Let me check my bracket. I'm probably already. I'm already screwed. Let's see here. I have 10 points. I had Ohio State also.
That was very weird. You already out?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have them win in the second.
No.
But yeah.
Is the game over already?
Yeah. Yep. Dang. Chris Tastic said, I've never watched the Kardashians, and I'm okay. Fair enough.
What's Brady? Is that the sports? Okay, let's go.
All right. Over to sports we go. I'll wait. Hey. Ooh. I'm gonna wait here so you don't hear him on the phone. The biggest yenta in town over here. Oh, there he is. Let's take a walk. The lunch is gonna be that sandwich, Anakin, which you already knew. I know.
Okay.
Given the. Take it away, folks. I'll be right here.
Here we go.
The old man still got it.
Thank you.
I'm not talking about not this one. Tom Brady.
Oh,
still
damn. I
has his
thought I finally got a compliment out of you.
Tom Brady still got his fastball. When it comes to talking trash.
Softball.
What? Oh, don't. Oh, that old stuff. Huh?
It's flag football, dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking about deflate.
No.
So that seems like a deflate.
Although
that's
a funny deflate.
So, which would mean that your trash talk is pretty good.
Thank you.
But yes, it is flag football. But for a good cause. Tom Brady is going to be playing flag football this weekend up against some current and also some retired NFL stars. This is part of a big Fanatics game that they put together.
What's really interesting is they were going to do this in Saudi Arabia, but because of the war, they had to move it immediately.
So
they moved it to L.A.
Going to be here in L.A. on Saturday. And they had all the players out there yesterday doing a little news conference. And there's there's a big battle going down between Tom Brady and Logan Paul. You remember Logan Paul had said that he wanted to box Tom Brady.
Right.
And then he just threw out the offer to any NFL player and then suddenly pulled back the whole thing. So Tom Brady had his chance to get on the mic yesterday. And yes, Logan got a little of that smoke.
Tom got a lot to say, bro.
Okay, so we got to
Logan
talking shit to Tom.
And Tom talking shit to Joe Burrow, the opposing quarterback.
Okay, so let's fix that.
So Tom never says anything about Logan. Okay.
He was linked to Alex. Remember, he was with
Alex
Tom
Earl.
was linked to Alex Earl, and then
Yeah.
Joe Burrow was at the Oscars party with Alex.
Got it with Alex Earl. Okay. So Logan Paul was at the news conference yesterday. He had some things to say, as he always does. And Tom Brady, not to be outmatched, also did a little trash talking, going after the opposing quarterback in Saturday's
And we have
game.
a story on why, which we'll get into.
Exactly.
Tom got a lot to say, bro. Let's see if you still got it this weekend, Tom.
I got it.
Was that a pick, or did you just call me up here to speak?
No, I was talking to you, Logan. No, it's okay.
What do you want, Tom?
Nothing.
Say something. You got a lot to say on my podcast. Now you got nothing to say?
I got nothing to say to you right now.
He said a lot, Logan. Would you
I was greeting my team, teammates. Something I learned from you, Tom.
Yeah.
About team important membership. You gotta get along with your team. Tell me more. Talk some.
Tom never said that.
Yes, he did. I saw him talk to his team when they were down 28-3. He motivated them all to come back and win.
No, he didn't.
You had something to say then, Tom. Now you got nothing to say?
Ladies and gentlemen watching, well, these are our two teams. You're looking at team founders and Wildcats. Wildcat. There it is. Wildcats. I'm sorry. I didn't. You can say it better if you feel like you can, Drewski.
That's what they called Joe the other night at those Oscar parties, Wildcat.
The Wildcats. Okay.
Get him out.
All right.
He's here. No fashion shows to attend to.
Wow.
That's
No
hysterical.
fashion shows.
Yeah,
So
this
why
is
would
funny.
Tom Brady be going after Joe Burrow like that? Also, it's really mean to put Kevin Hart up there in the middle.
Oh,
I mean,
they're all
he's
tall.
always there
They're
for
so tongue-tied, and he's like this tall.
Yeah,
but
this is great.
But what was funny about Logan is it's like he's got the wrestler's vibe.
Right. Yeah, he's doing the wrestler
and
thing.
Tom Brady didn't know how to respond
Tom
to
couldn't
it.
match it.
So
Tom
he
was
did
like-
go after Logan and instead goes after Joe Burrow.
Right, because you can't match Logan.
Right. You can't match that energy. So the
what's up
Logan
with the
and
Joe
Tom
Burrow
thing
thing?
is a joke, I think,
Yeah.
right? They're doing this for the show.
right.
I'm not too sure if there's not actual real jealousy here between Joe Burrow and Tom Brady, or Tom Brady and Joe Burrow, I should say. So Tom Brady has been linked to Alex Earl, right? He was
We've
with her
seen them
on...
a couple times.
I'm not sure I'm buying it, but
Right.
yeah, we've
They've
seen
been
it.
together at the very least, right? Well, you know who was with Alex Earl on Sunday at an Oscars party?
I'm guessing Joe Burrow.
Yes. So they're photographed together. They leave in a car together. There were other women there too, but they leave in a car together. And Tom Brady, jealous.
Huh.
Well, jealousy
why
from
they
TV
called him
12.
Wildcat.
Yeah, Wildcat.
Why is Tom?
I got some recon
But
this
Tom
week.
Brady's-
Tom Brady does just fine.
No, I
Tom Brady does just fine with influencers and models. He's doing
Ex-wives.
just fine. No, he really is. But I'm really actually interested in this flag football thing.
Yeah.
Is it fair to put? Well, I guess so. I guess you put Tom Brady in against Burrow. I guess that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
No, it's totally fair.
But then they've got people who have no, like Drewski.
Right.
Drewski was thrown off a church football team.
Right. And now he's going to go play with Saquon Barkley.
I know. So how do you do that?
I think they intentionally want some, some comic relief out there. So it's going to be entertaining.
So is this a real game?
Yes.
It's a real game a real game in that they want people to watch. It's going to be entertaining. I think at the end they will eventually be very competitive and they're going to want to win.
Right.
But this is also like they want fans to
And
come
remember,
out and enjoy it.
flag football is coming to the Olympics. I think in a way this is going to be a tryout for a lot of these NFL stars who want to play in the Olympics and get a gold medal.
Which, by the way, I think is a huge
And it's a
mistake.
weird thing.
Not
right?
for the
Flag
U.S.
football?
It's great for the U.S.
Flag football.
But as an Olympic sport?
No way.
Hi, I'm Erica Carter from Rancho Cucamonga, and it's definitely giving that Tom Brady is jealous of Joe Burrow hanging out with all the baddies after the Oscars, specifically Alex Earl. And there was so much shade thrown that Kevin Hart didn't even know what to do at that point. And the thing is that Alex Earl doesn't have a ring on her finger, so she's free to hang out with whoever she wants.
And will.
And definitely will. I thought Joe Burrow had a long-term girlfriend.
You know what? She has shiny floors.
What?
Thank you.
More importantly, forget those
Keep them
guys.
clean.
Nice floors. Yeah.
Okay.
Such impressive attention to detail.
Huh?
I said you have really impressive
it's the
attention
interior
to
decorator
detail.
in him. He can't
Okay.
stop it.
Yeah.
Austin, how you doing? Just because we want to.
Somebody said we need to send Babcock to the front lines with the Paul brothers.
They love you, Babcock.
Yeah, they do. Somebody said football is the only major sport that isn't in the Olympics, but I guess the flag aspect of it mitigates the risk of injury. But I guess we have like the skeleton in the ice luge. That shit's dangerous as hell.
Have we told them what?
I don't
we
know.
should tell them what his
I
side
guess,
is saying.
yeah, I wonder why they chose flag football instead of like en natural.
Oh.
Did,
You guys did this on Daily Brief. And came adjusted with
no, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
We did not. Yeah.
Too fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluid. What?
What?
No, it's
No,
the story.
we talked about Taylor
the
Frankie.
Kid who's
We talked
the
about
Alabama student who's missing, and
Oh, yeah, no.
they found his.
Yeah.
no,
We talked about
They
the
found
Taylor.
him?
yeah, they found his body.
Oh. Did they really? Where?
In the sea.
Oh, they found a body? Body
Where?
recovered in search.
The sea.
A body was recovered in the search. I
The
don't know if
weird thing is his phone ended up at the police
I
station.
know.
How is
They
that?
said that they had arrested someone else who had his
the
phone.
phone.
Right.
That club, Shoko, I've been. It's a crazy place.
Oh,
it is
God,
like
that is
you can't
so
move.
sad.
Yeah, it's really, really sad.
Oh. Yeah. Can you put my mic down?
Made this while you guys were doing sports stuff.
So very talented.
Thank you, Charles.
And I was just wondering, why
Thank
did
you.
we hire this person? But now I get it.
For my artistic talents. People in the chat really believe
I'm kidding.
I know you're kidding. The people truly believe that
They
you
think I
hate me.
hate you?
Yes. They don't know that's just how we work here. A little bit of banter, a little bit of...
Either I do or I'm a great actor.
Yeah, it's called jester's
Which is it?
privilege, where you can say anything when you're funny and people don't take it seriously.
Oh, the funny exception?
Yeah,
Don't try that in court.
yeah. No, I will.
We've seen a lot of people try it and it doesn't work.
Yikes.
Okay. I can start this one. Because I finally know something.
Are we good?
Justin Bieber. Don't put heated exchange in quotes. Nobody's saying. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. The protective order.
In the yeah. Did we already post the photos of them? Okay.
Yeah, post it. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
But hold on one second. You're posting it with the photos of them, right? Okay. Got it.
Okay, and then you're also putting Bieber up right now? Okay, because we're going to talk about it in the live stream, so that needs to
go up in seconds.
In the next 2 minutes. Hold on. So this got to go up in 2 minutes, guys. Here we go. Okay, we are going to tell you about something that we found out about the Oscars on Sunday, but nothing glitzy and glamorous about this.
Quite the
We
opposite.
are told that Justin Bieber and Usher, who used to be very close, really got into it. There are people who are telling us that they're hearing that there was actually a fist fight between the two.
And this was at one of the Oscars after parties, the one that was thrown by Jay-Z and Beyonce.
At the Chateau Marmont.
At Chateau Marmont. And yeah, I mean, look, we've been hearing that there was some tension between Usher and Bieber, but this shows that, yes, there's absolutely tension, and it boiled over on Oscar night when they both showed up at this party.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we spoke to some people that were there at the party who said that Justin and Usher arrived separately.
Now,
Obviously didn't come together.
We should say these are Bieber-connected sources.
Yes, and sources connected to Bieber say that Usher was the one that actually came up to Justin with energy and anger.
Those are their words.
Those are their words. We're also being told, again, from people around Justin that it did not get physical. However, they did acknowledge that it got very heated. Unclear exactly what this argument was about.
I know something. That I was on the phone with a couple of people on this, that Justin has tried to, and we did a documentary on this, to wipe clean his past in terms of the people that he used to interact with, that he just wants that over in his life. The way it was put to me by one person who has many connections to Justin is that Justin has always had a thing against Usher, in his adult life, and that the way it was told to me was that Justin has been rude to Usher. So there has been no love lost between the two of them, and they used to be not only
very
close,
tight.
but wasn't Usher kind of a mentor?
For people who don't know, I mean, Usher is given credit largely in sort of discovering Justin and mentoring him early in his career. You remember when Usher did the Super Bowl, that was a big thing. Everybody was thinking, oh, Justin's gonna, like,
Right.
that's how they were viewed, as being that connected that he would certainly bring Bieber out during the halftime show.
And they seemed really close.
Yeah,
And they were.
It's so sad
But-
to see like how fractured now their relationship is, where they are at a party and they can't even be cordial, where it gets super heated. I mean, I know we were told that Usher was the one that came up to him, but who knows really who started it, what this was over. It's just sad to see
Right.
that
What we
this
do-
did occur.
What we don't know is what's fueling it. What exactly is behind it.
We have reached
so.
out to various people in Usher's world, and so far have gotten nothing back. But it will be interesting when they see what they're hearing on Bieber's side, whether they tell a different story.
There will always, we know that there's going to be at least one other side to the story.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Asmao Evoma Owa, and I live in LA. There's always so much drama surrounding the Oscars. I actually watched the Oscars for the first time in years, and I thought this one was so good. I thought we were gonna, have it go smoothly. And to see that there's been drama between Justin and Usher, it's kind of sad. I am a Justin fan. I'm a huge Justin fan, so I'm kind of on his side with this one. I feel like he's been talking publicly about feeling like the people that he came up with, mentored him, kind of failed him in some ways. And so if Usher approached him and things got heated, then sometimes you got to run that fade. Sometimes you just have to run that fade. And so I'm kind of on Justin's side. Like, if you're going to stand up for yourself, he's unfollowed him, unfollowed other people in his life who felt like maybe did him wrong. And so if you're going to have that moment in person, then maybe it just had to happen. Maybe it just had to go down like that. Hopefully they can resolve it.
It is interesting. You said that the Oscar ceremony itself went off without a hitch. Nobody got slapped.
No.
But afterward, it's always the after party.
Got real.
It's always the after party.
Is that up? Is that up?
Is Bieber up?
Is Bieber up? Yeah. It's got to get up right now. It's been on the live stream. Is it up?
Heading over there now. Somebody said they need major therapy, loads of trauma from parents, mentors. That smells delicious. I walked by, I was like, it smells like spring greens.
Here we are. Spring has sprung.
Spring has sprung. Eat the season. That's what they say. And by they, I mean me. That's what everyone's saying. And by everyone, obviously, it's just me. Yep. Somebody said, I think Justin should avoid all these Hollywood parties with known people who kind of get into trouble. Bieber needs major therapy. He has loads of trauma. Justin should be angry and upset with anyone in that circle referring to kind of Diddy stuff. Yeah. Somebody said, my mom told me, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Sweet and low. Yep. Good point. People are saying that both of them were connected to Diddy. That could be something. Usher was one of his mentors. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Lucas. Are you excited about BTS stuff today?
Counting down the minutes.
Counting down the minutes. Just taking it away over here. Count what at 4 p.m.?
9.
Oh, 9 p.m. I was wrong. And you'll be obviously up for that. Are you doing like a listening party, anything?
Just listening in my room, and then as soon as it's over, hopefully
Posting
falling
about
asleep so I can get up in the morning and start posting about the reactions, the records that it's going to inevitably break. It's surpassed 5 million pre-saves on Spotify.
Holy shit. And that's people who, you don't even know anything that is going to, you don't even know what you're listening to yet, but 5 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What's
I
the
already
record?
ordered the vinyl. I don't even know what it sounds like,
Fair enough.
There's so much, to consume, even just outside of the album. I mean, they're all over the place.
Music videos? I'm
Yep,
excited for
music
music
video
videos.
will drop at 9 o'clock
I love the art of the music video.
Okay. Got it. Here we
Get
go.
out of your hair.
Well, I know the memes will definitely be coming when you hear this story. And thankfully, we can say that it is a positive story in that Chuck Norris, we broke a story this morning that Chuck Norris is in the hospital. Boom. Now all the memes, everyone's thinking of the memes about what happens when Chuck Norris is in the hospital. We are very happy to say that he is, we're told, this happened in Hawaii. He is in good spirits. He's conscious.
We don't know
what happened exactly.
But whatever happened had to have happened in the last 24 hours from the time we're talking right now, because he seemed fine yesterday afternoon.
Right. I know someone who spoke with Chuck and said he was in great spirits. He had just gotten done training, doing his usual routine. I mean, this guy has not missed a beat at 86 years old. Now, he said, you know, he's a guy who likes to crack jokes and, you know, witty remarks and things like that. That's what was going on during the phone call on Wednesday.
I mean, let's not just, you can't, this guy's 86 and he was still trains
even
very frequently.
On his birthday, even, he showed proof of it. I mean, he's going after a guy in sparring and, just the same old Chuck Norris that you would expect. You know?
So something happened in the last 24 hours. We're hearing, you know, various things, but we're not ready to say exactly what it was. But again, it does sound, you know, in making the phone calls, I gotta say, I talked to a couple of people, one guy in particular, who was telling me, and who's in his world in Hawaii, and said, he's just one of the greatest people he's ever met, and was telling me a story just about how he mentors people. And this guy had a really rough upbringing, and that Chuck Norris, and really rough, I mean, he got into the details, and that Chuck Norris spent time with him. He said when Chuck Norris goes to the airport and he sees a bunch of kids, he will get down on his knees, talk to them for 15 or 20 minutes. And it was just a really moving story.
By the way, kids still know who Chuck Norris is because if they're online, they can't escape seeing the memes about him. So, hoping he's going to recover completely and do well.
It is that time of the week, folks.
Your favorite time. Tim is here with his rejects. What's going on, Tim?
So, Charles, have you gone skiing on anything other than snow?
This sounds incriminating. What are you asking?
No, I mean, so just check this out. Would you go surfing on skis? This guy's got the skis on. He's got the poles and everything, and he's cruising down the wave there.
Where is that?
I've seen videos of people doing this, and I don't get it.
Where is that?
Unclear where it is.
Oh my God!
But pretty impressive.
But he survived it.
Yeah, he survived. Everything turned out well.
It's also not a small wave.
that is true.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you guys work out. You guys are strong. I bet you guys can lift 257 pounds.
Easy.
Easy. But check out this guy. I don't know if you can do this. This is pretty impressive. It's 257 pounds. With one arm.
Oh my God!
You're gonna see him use
I don't
one,
believe
and
it.
it's
I don't believe it.
Is he gonna stand up?
And so, yeah,
I just don't believe it.
No way.
This is AI.
That is not 250
no,
pounds.
so it's 257 pounds.
There's no way.
It is
There's
a
just
world
no
record.
way.
So, I mean, it is, validated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Okay,
I can't even fathom.
Yeah.
That guy is never gonna fall and not be able to get up.
That's
Sorry,
crazy.
No
okay, no offense me. Last one.
All right, so Charles, as you know, you don't unhook your snowboard when you're still on top of the mountain. So check this out.
It's a very dangerous thing. You do not do that.
So check out this runaway board. It's going down the hill.
This is the...
Yeah, so it takes out this skier. And then, as you can see, it keeps going, and it's because, it's still going down the mountain. And
that
as
is a
you
freshly
see,
waxed board.
Right.
And it is not going to stop.
But then, as you see, so it's going, and you see this other group that's just congregating kind of there.
They have no idea. They don't really see it.
No, check
they don't
this
hear
out.
it.
Oh my God!
Another
He's
skier.
knocking people down like dominoes.
Yeah. So
is that? Did you say that's a runway snowboard?
Snowboard, yeah.
Runaway snowboard.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's why you don't like
I got
snowboarders?
driven off the mountain because of these snowboarders.
Yeah. You were
That's
upset when they actually are
exactly
strapped into it. It's more dangerous.
Oh,
when
you
they're
just
not.
triggered me, Tim.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that.
Okay. Thanks a lot, though.
See ya.
Appreciate it.
But thanks for that, Tim.
Okay. Who is that was
all right?
Weston.
People
Pressing
saying
onward.
that surfing video, is that just water skiing?
This is F block? Yeah, that's just water skiing. But, well, it's water skiing, you're not being towed.
Freelance water skiing?
Yeah.
If we need to.
But now we're really heavy.
We did
Freelance
go
water
pretty
skiing.
long in that Brady thing.
Just rolling out with my crew. Come on. Just hanging with my close personal friends.
Okay.
Thanks,
Tim. Ooh, feels good to get some steps in.
Guys, I am
this
in
is-
trouble
I'm sorry,
here
what block?
with the other show.
Frankie?
Okay, let's go. What are we doing? Trump?
This is, have you seen this bite?
No, I heard about it.
Oh my God.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, Prime Minister's name.
Wait a minute, but how are we going through it? And you got no Skyper? But no viewers? Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Jonah, say the name again.
Common spelling.
Got it.
Here we go.
It's, at this stage, pretty difficult for the president to say something that really shocks you. This one, I don't know if I'm shocked, but I think the Japanese Prime Minister Takaishi, I'm pretty sure she is shocked by what went down in the White House today. The Prime Minister was there meeting with the president, and a reporter asked about how the war with Iran started, and the president's response, oh boy, talk about tact or a lack thereof.
Why didn't you tell U.S. allies in Europe and Asia, like Japan, about the war before attacking Iran? So we are very confused about we Japanese citizens.
Well, one thing, you don't want to signal too much. You know, when we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
Oh, the Prime Minister has got to be like, hold it together, hold it together.
Can I
hold
just,
it together.
well, hold on. He's factually correct.
He's factual, absolutely.
He is factually
100%
correct.
factually correct. Look, nobody ever said that he doesn't have good comic timing. It's just sometimes it's when he decides to unleash that.
That means he
comic.
has bad comic timing.
Well, as far
if
as
you unleash
as
comic
far as
timing,
comedy, yeah, like if he was doing a stand-up routine, or if if the two of them are sitting,
I'm not feeling the shock you guys are feeling in this. Because, no, I'll just tell you why. Factually, it is true, and it's part of our history. And he's not...
It absolutely is.
He's not attacking her. And what he's saying is, we needed the element of surprise.
Right.
And you guys know about...
You could answer. You could say it's about the element of surprise. You don't have to. My thing is, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the Prime Minister, and that's the lack of tact.
I get it, but it really did happen.
But hold on, Harvey. If you get that it's potentially offensive to your
Is it
guest,
offensive?
I think that it is. That's why we're reacting. You see how she tightens up.
But it's true.
Lots of things are true that are also offensive. This happened in her great-grandparents' generation.
You say it to a Japanese reporter while the Japanese Prime Minister is sitting next to you. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm not
unnecessary.
going to
You know the phrase, the 800-pound gorilla or whatever it is?
It's an elephant.
Elephant.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
gorilla.
It's a white elephant, 800-pound gorilla.
For him to sit next to her talking about a surprise attack by the United States and not addressing anything, everybody is getting. Everybody is
we
in
have
on it.
so lowered the type of conversation that we have in the Oval Office.
You can't get outraged at everything.
No, you can't. But it just shows how low it's gotten. We're like, well, whatever. It's not that offensive. We just never had conversation like this. It's nice when people.
I remember
like,
you said this.
What, about being offensive to people?
No, him. Yeah. Tucking that one away.
Well, you wanted.
All right.
You wanted go to 2:30. No, I can't tell that joke. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's get
Please let's end this before something really awful happens.
Something almost really did happen in 2 blocks ago that I can't even tell you about. It was so bad what I was about to say. But thank God And I don't know why I was even about to say it, and I didn't think of the implication until it was about to come out of my mouth, and I thought, oh my God.
Some of the best moments that have happened on this show are the things that weren't said that I know were almost said.
You don't know this, because it was terrible. And I didn't mean it, but it would have been just terrible. Okay, here we go. G.
We could do such a great
Okay, it's
reel.
12:19, please.
What do we,
Tina Knowles.
What?
Oh, her gumbo giant.
No, I know. What assets do we have? Just so I, like, is there video? Is there? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Here we go.
All right. Well, Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, has a restaurant down in Houston. If you didn't know, if you're ever down there, check it out. Although, some folks went to check out Mama Tina's and
They couldn't get in.
They couldn't get in because it was shut down by the health department for a day. So somebody made a complaint, clearly. We don't know exactly what the complaint was. The health department went in, they shut it down for a day, and then it reopened the next day.
So there must have been something. Now, this is
It could be
around
any number.
This
of
is
things.
around livestock.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's a clue.
It's near a place where they have the rodeo.
Where they have the rodeo. So we don't
I
know.
don't think they had cows roaming through the restaurant. I mean, I'm sure the health department walked in. Excuse me, ma'am, why is this
Elsie
live head of cattle here?
Anyway.
They're back open.
Anyway, they're back open. Have some gumbo. Have a good time. We'll see you tomorrow.
What?
It's a booth at the rodeo.
I've
Gumbo.
We don't know. What you got to do
Well,
is come back.
Folks, it is late. I have a granola bar to attend to. Sure, you have your chores of the day. I've had a blast as always. We've learned a lot. We've laughed a lot. Oh, they're doing a pickup.
Okay.
So I'll be quiet.
Melissa, can you turn to us? I have an idea.
Just got to turn back on.
Just one moment. I'm going to start the show. This is the way.
Just so you guys know, we're just doing
in case
a pickup here in case. So this is not. We don't want anybody going like, oh my God, they pulled the plug.
Right. Thank you for doing that. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Is it up? No, it's not. I am going to have to bail. Okay, here we go. Welcome to TMZ Live. ABC has pulled the plug on The Bachelorette this hours after video that we posted of a
Frankie Paul
insane fight that Frankie Paul had with her baby daddy.
Back in 2023, it is a fight she had with Dakota Mortensen, and it is
hard to watch.
It's very hard to watch. But normally we do cut things up for you guys just to abbreviate it.
Okay. And what else do you need? What else do you need? Well, we said that.
Where is that going to go?
Okay. We also know that The Bachelorette has been canceled. Okay?
Does that work? So again, just to be clear, you guys, that did not happen. We were just shooting a pickup in case that happens and we have to make an edit in TMZ Live. So we do not want anyone saying that ABC has pulled the plug on The Bachelorette. Hasn't happened. Bachelorette is going forward. So that's it.
Speaking of that's it, have a great day.
I'm sure no one's gonna. Guys, come on, we're a family here, right? We gotta trust you guys.
Yeah.
Do not clip that out. Because you know what we should have done? We could have just turned off the camera and then you guys wouldn't see that. But we wanted you to get the process of what happens here when we make the show.
Yeah. I think they understand. They understand in the chat. They got it. They're fake news, LOL. Yeah, that's another way to spin it.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. More to come.